Michael, you were pleased in a way that the players been disappointed at the draw on Saturday. Has that hunger sort of carried on into training this week?
I think the lads are in a good place at the minute, so I don't think it's a case of being any more hungry or less hungry. They're in a good place. They're feeling confident, and it's about keeping it going. We talked a while ago about getting on a run, so we're on a run now. The key is, can we stay on it?
And how do you sort of keep that carrot dangling in front of them to sort of, spur them on to the next level, or does it have to come from themselves as well?
It always comes from within. I think the lads just need to look at the league table. There's the carrot there. It's like how long can you stay there? That's the challenge. It's win the next game, as it always has been. Going to a place where we weren't particularly good last year. New manager coming in, so it'll be difficult. And that has to be the challenge. The incentive's there for all to see now.
You say, can they stay there? Also, can they go top at some point? Because you're in striking range, aren't you?
Yeah, not bothered about other teams. So if we win the game, great. I don't care. We end up first, second, third, fourth, fifth. If we've won the game, we've done our job. And that is so. Don't worry about outside noise. Don't worry about other teams, what they do, or the results. Concentrate on what we do. Because if we don't deliver, we won't win. So it's irrelevant.
One other team you do have to worry about this weekend, obviously, Oldham. Dino Mamrio, as you say, new manager in. One win, one defeat so far. What have you made of them under him?
They want to play. Look at they fell just the wrong side of a really tight game last week. They won his first game. Both games they've had 500 passes plus. So they do want to knock it around. A similar formation to what we came up against last week. So I think they've only lost one in the last 5 or 6 as well. So the results haven't been great, but they've not get beat a lot recently either. So it'll be a tough game. Any away game in this league is. Grimsby had gone to Exeter last week after getting beat 7 at Chelsea the night. In the week, no one would have seen that. So there's normally 3 or 4 results that go against what you'd expect in this league, because it isn't like the Premier League. You don't have a top 4 or top 2 or whatever it is. It is everyone beats everyone, and that's why it's so difficult to predict results.
Yeah, how do you go about getting that consistency? Presumably it's just always being on it and being mentally in the right place to go and work.
You've got to deliver different things. You've got to turn up physically, mentally, tactically. You've got to sometimes you need a little bit of luck. I tell the lads all the time, it's difficult to win a game of football. You can't just sit and hope to win a game. You need to go and grab your win almost. So we need to do all those things, and if we do, hopefully, if enough players turn up, you win the game.
You came up against Dino very recently, beating Stevenage, and he lost his job after that. Does that mean that he knows probably more about Cheltenham than perhaps you'll know about Oldham? Because obviously he's changed clubs since then, but same opponents.
Yeah, I think it was only 3-4 weeks ago. So he'll have done his homework on us for Stevenage, and he'll have done his homework again. So he probably does know us in more detail than what he probably did against other opposition. But like I said, I'm not really focusing on what they think of us. It's how we can impact on them.
They've got a bit of a foreign contingent as well. Does that make them sort of different opponents? Is there a different dynamic to playing Oldham compared to most other League Two teams?
It's difficult to say. I don't know what the togetherness, what the harmony in their group is like. But they've got some good technical players. They've got a little bit of pace in the team. Good experience with people like David Wheater. So I'm sure he'll grab a few and pull them in the right direction, because he's had a great career, great pro. So we know they've been having a look at a couple of people as well in the week, so we don't know what's going to happen with them. So I think he's definitely trying to move it in the right direction, Dino.
And obviously you've got competition for places in your squad. I mean, any new injury worries? Anyone coming back into the mix this weekend?
Well, Boylo came through. He didn't feel particularly well on Tuesday, but he got through 55 minutes. Rowan got through 60 minutes. Everyone else came through unscathed. So yeah, other than that, it's all good.
And to have those players sort of, I suppose, queuing up as they are now, sort of, what does that do to the players who have got the shirts and are in possession?
Well, look, going back to what the first point, that's the drive. That's the keep your shirt. The league table, yes, but you need to turn up, because people are looking over the shoulder thinking, well, he's not bad. He wants my shirt. So that's the competition. That's the drive that every player should have.